Andere werkgroepen die direct opdracht meegekregen hebben, maar als er vragen daarover zijn, dan wil ik daarop nader ingaan.
Dank u wel, president. There are two more questions.
Ivan Cairo, de ware tijd. This question is for both presidents. Excellencies, both of you have mentioned that this is the first phase of the next chapter in the relationship between the two countries. But through the years, Suriname and Guyana have maintained a good relationship, but still there is the lingering question of the southern border issue. We had a maritime border issue that is resolved, and we have seen that both countries are benefiting from that. What will you two presidents do during your time in office to also resolve the southern border issue? Thank you.
Thank you very much. President?
Thank you very much for your very kind question. As you rightfully pointed out, we had a maritime issue which has been resolved. And I'm sure you're aware too that we have a border commission that is working assiduously on outstanding issues. We have to allow, just like we allow the other process to bring a resolution and both countries are benefiting, we have to allow the commission to do its work at a technical level. And of course, when they are ready and when they have finalized their work, they will bring their recommendations to us. And to speak prematurely on a work that is ongoing is not doing justice to the commission itself. So what we are focused on, whilst the commission is doing its work, we are focused on moving ahead with the relationship, moving ahead in solidifying our plans, moving ahead in bringing the two countries and people closer together, moving ahead in creating new opportunities, in creating new infrastructure, in creating a framework for trade, in ensuring that we are ready and equipped to face the challenges that will come ahead so that we can have the maximum benefit from the opportunities. One is not dependent on the other. So if we do that, then we'll forever be holding back our development. So what we have here is a different track, whilst the Commission is doing its work, that focuses on development, that focuses on advancement, that focuses on integration, that focuses on sustainable relations, and that focuses on ultimately bringing more benefit to the people of our two countries. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. President Santokhi?
Ja. Deze vraag gaat altijd komen totdat we inderdaad het probleem een keertje goed opgelost zal zijn. And as my colleague President said, yes, it is on the political agenda. It is part of the platform for the dialogue, high-level dialogue, and the experts will continue to have that dialogue in that border commission. And sure, when the time will be there, it will come on the agenda of the two presidents. But on the other side, we have high priority for also the issues which are binding us, for issues where both nations are looking for as opportunities, where both countries have the opportunity with joint strategy to develop the two countries. And I'll mention some of them. We spoke about the bridge over the Quarantine River, and we said that there will be a call from both nations on asking the international community to express their willingness for the interests they want to express for the study, the feasibility study, the design, the build, the maintenance, financing, and so forth. That we'll do it jointly. And when all these organizations will have responded on the expression of interest, then as two nations will see what is the best, what we want, and how we'll proceed further. But the same thing will happen also with the offshore base, that the working group oil and gas will have similar discussion to see what is the best approach and the benefit of both nations. Because a offshore base is $1 billion, it's more than $1 billion US investment. There's opportunity to look at such a huge project jointly, but expand that also to the private sector, so that we can have a PPP approach and to see what we can achieve with that dialogue, which the working group had been mandated to start with that discussion and to give us the best advice. And that announcement of expression will follow direct after this meeting. It can be over a couple of days. The other issue is the joint investment. When we, and that's our experience in Suriname, and I have noticed the similar experience what Guyana is facing, that when you're having investors wants to invest, then they are looking for investment opportunity, not only in Suriname, but also in Guyana. Not only in Guyana, but also Suriname. Here we have the opportunity as two leaders to have established a joint investment committee to invite investors who want to invest in both nations. And that we can do it jointly, again, which will be beneficial for both country and both people. The issue on the Kanawaima, and it's more than 1.5 years, it's not operational, and there is no meeting with those two boards of Suriname and Guyana. There will be a change on that situation. We agree that the Kanawaima topic will be on our agenda, and that the working group will start with the discussion in the coming days. And the direction the two presidents had provided is, firstly, that there is a technical report designed by the Maritime Authority of Suriname, which had carried out an examination of the vessel, of the ferry. So the two boards should come together the coming week and to look at the examination report, and based on the report, to set out a timeline to bring that vessel to the dry dock in Paramaribo. Yes, and if it will come to the dry dock, then we have to get advice from the board what to do as two government, what to do as two nation meanwhile. And we agree as two leaders, as two president, that we will have a call to the public sector, Guyana, Suriname, but also to the private sector, to look for solutions while the vessel will be on dock, so that those sectors can come with a temporary solution by putting in place a ferry which can start with the operation again. So that is one of the topics we have discussed and agreed also. So those are some of the topics we agreed, and if there will be questions, I'll come to more issues.
Dank u wel, president. Er is nog ruimte voor één vraag. One question.
Their claim. Of course, you know my view on the New River Triangle. This is sovereign Guyanese territory.